Well, it's another week of NFL football. We're so excited for week 11, and each week we're joined by one of our sports anchors or experts from all across the country. This week we're at CBS Philly talking to Don Bell there. He's going to give us a little breakdown of the NFC East, and of course we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. Don, we're going to jump straight into this week's games, but we got to start right there at the top of the division and work our way down. So let's start with the Cowboys heading to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Both these teams coming off blow-off wins. So how do you see this one playing out?
First of all, you start me off with the good stuff. I think this is the game of the week, right? Because we saw Kansas City get right last week in Vegas. They were tremendous in doing so. And we saw the Cowboys pretty angry about losing to the Denver Broncos the week before. So they come out and they stomp down the Atlanta Falcons. This absolutely, to me, is the game of the week. But I have a sneaking suspicion that the Chiefs are about to make that run. If you're familiar with Andy Reid's record, and I am, having lived in Philadelphia forever and watching him with the Eagles before he went to Kansas City, this is the time of year where he tends to make hay, where things start to go right for his football team. November and December is when they get right. The defense is playing better. I like the Chiefs in this game to beat the Cowboys in KC.
Next up, the Eagles sit in second place right now in the NFC East. At this point in the season, kind of feels like they need to start getting some wins and hoping for some Cowboys losses as well. So that I'm sure they love to hear your Kansas City pick. Don, how do you feel about Philly's chances at home against the Saints?
See, when these two teams get together, I always think about, I look on the sidelines, right? And Sean Payton, to me, is one of the best coaches really to ever do it. He's going to go straight to the Hall of Fame whenever he's eligible to go there. He knows how to get his quarterbacks ready to play. Trevor Siemian, obviously, is the guy now. But listen, they've lost 2 in a row. And the Saints are having some issues now. And when they come to Philadelphia, I have a sneaking suspicion, once again, that the Eagles are ready to get their first win of the season at home. They're 0-4 at Lincoln Financial Field. They've played their best football over the last 3 weeks. They're coming off a huge win in Denver, where Jalen Hurts starting to assert himself in the passing game. The thing to look for in this game is the fact that the Saints have the #1 rushing defense. The Eagles are 3rd in the NFL running the ball, but #1 since week 8, rushing for over 200 yards per contest. This is going to be a really good game down at the Link.
I've talked about it with some other sports anchors before in the past that it's kind of a rebuilding year for the Philadelphia Eagles. Really starts to seem like they're putting down some bricks at this point in the season. The Washington football team up next, heading to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Washington is going to be without Chase Young. He's out for the season after tearing his ACL. And Carolina, of course, making recent headlines for the return of Cam Newton. So who do you like in this game?
Sometimes we're really dramatic when we follow football, right, Katie? Like Washington beating the Bucs last week, to me, may be the win of the year in the NFL. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but no one saw that coming, especially because the Bucs were coming off a loss. But Washington able to get it done and able to hold down Tom Brady. Now they go on the road. Ron Rivera going back to the place where he had spent so many years in his coaching career, taking the Carolina Panthers to the Super Bowl. But I do like the Panthers in this game. I think that Cam Newton swag is real. I think that he is energized by being back in the league. As he said in the post-game press conference, this time last week, I was sitting on the couch eating a bowl of cereal. This time, he's ready to ball. I like the Panthers.
And he did say when he first entered the stadium last Sunday, I'm back. Made sure that they knew. And finally, the New York Giants headed to Tampa Bay again to take on defending Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. But Tampa Bay has lost their last 2 games. So Don, does that give the Giants any hope in this game? Or are they about to run into a Tom Brady buzzsaw?
Listen, you've been covering this game for a while, right? So we like to say any given Sunday. So yeah, they have a chance, but who's out here ready to bet on Brady losing 3 straight? I just don't see it, especially at home. Tom Brady's going to have that face that he wears where it's like the cheekbones are really chiseled and he's like staring through your soul. I like the Buccaneers in this game. I don't see any possible way that they lose 3 in a row.
How does he keep his face so chiseled? What is it about it?
I don't know. Maybe it's the avocado tequila Maybe it's the fact that he doesn't eat strawberries. I don't know what it is, but if you figure out what that diet is, let me know.
I'll keep you updated as I research more on the TB diet. Don, thank you so much for your insight. It's always a pleasure speaking with you.
Good to be with you.
And everyone else, I hope you enjoy another exciting week of NFL action. Make sure you join us back here next week where we will be joined by another CBS local sports expert. I'm Katie Johnston for CBS Local Sports.